Hey y'all, so I wanted to talk about something. Here on my TikTok, I talk about a lot of like controversial topic, mostly with religion, and it ruffles a lot of people's skins, but I don't give a fuck. So, what I wanted to talk about today is why would an all loving God create hell? To me, that's like an oxymoron because it literally doesn't make any sense. And especially if you already know, if you are all knowing, you already know what your creation's gonna do. But to me, it never made sense to me because it's like, you're an all knowing God. You know what we're gonna do. Just like you know that Eve was gonna eat the fruit. You knew Satan was to rebel against you. So it's like, to me, it's like, why would you let that happen? And also, the rhetoric that he gave us a free choice, how does that work? Because it's like, if you give us we can free will, if you give us free will, and we, let's say, we don't follow you or we don't worship you, we do our own thing because we have free will. So why is somebody's faith is hell? That doesn't make any sense because you're an all-knowing God. If you're all-knowing, that free will doesn't make any sense. I mean, the free will concept will work if he didn't know the outcome. Whenever I try to bring this like topic to anybody who's religious or anybody who's Christian, they don't have the answer to what you're looking for. They never do. They think they do, they never do. And it's like, it's really crazy because it's like they believe in this stuff so much, like so much, with literally no proof at all. So all that to say, if God is a loving God, but will create hell, that's not a good God. That's a psychopath. That's really somebody who's fucking insane because it's like, you know what we're gonna do. You give us free will, but if we don't obey you and worship you, you're gonna send us to eternal torment. How does that make sense? Also, you're God of everything. You create everything. Why must you need worship from us, like these low beings or whatever? It doesn't make any sense. And the more I think about it, it's like, you can't use logic with Christians. You really can't, because their mind is on never ever land or some shit like that. But I started realizing that you can't use logic with Christians because the crazy thing is, they don't have proof. They can only go what is written on the Bible, so they don't have proof themselves. So it's kind of hard for them to give you the answer that you're looking for.